Good evening. You're tuned in to Emo Nightly News, every moment online. Let's take a look at the headlines. EmoNews and Feral Foundation host successful annual Easter egg hunt. OECS signs MOU to boost innovation in the region. Dominica Cadet Corps hosts Easter Recruit Camp 2026. St. Kitts and Nevis government recognizes Rastafarianism as religion. Addison James strikes gold at Carifta Games. And President Donald Trump gives deadly warning to Iran. Details of these stories coming up next. Stay with us.
Welcome to Antigua. Them people have no behavior. They have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua. Clear out how you know it's danger. How you know it's danger. When it comes to mass, it was deadly.
Welcome back, everyone. It's good to be back after the Easter weekend. We do hope you had a wonderful and blessed Easter. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is the news broadcast for the 7th of April, 2026. As we return to the rhythm of the week, we're here to keep you informed and up to date with everything that's happening. First up in local news, EmoNews in collaboration with the Feral Foundation hosted its annual Easter egg hunt on Sunday, which was deemed a huge success. The event attracted children and adults from across Dominica for an afternoon filled with fun, excitement, and entertainment. Held at the Pebble School grounds, the activity featured a variety of games, treats, and activities that brought smiles to the faces of many families in attendance. Organizers expressed appreciation for the strong turnout and support, noting that the event continues to grow each year as a positive community initiative. The Easter egg hunt once again highlighted the spirit of togetherness and community engagement, leaving lasting memories for all who attended. On Easter Sunday, April 5th, D&K's Domino team, in collaboration with the NCCU St. David's Wellness Committee, presented a food hamper to the residents of the House of Hope. The donation was warmly received by President Agnes Joseph, who expressed heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the residents. Ms. Joseph also took the opportunity to encourage members of the public to continue supporting the institution. She highlighted a specific need for sponsorship to restore internet service, which the home no longer has access to. Meanwhile, D&K's Domino team is set to travel overseas on Friday, April 10th, where they will participate in a weekend of domino matches against the Miraculous Domino team, a group of Dominicans residing in Guadeloupe. Also happening in local news, the Dominica Cadet Corps is hosting its Easter Recruit Camp 2026 from April 2 to 6 at the Office of Disaster Management building in Jimit. The camp is being led by newly trained potential cadet officers who are serving in acting roles as part of their assessment toward becoming commissioned officers. Activities are supervised by senior officers to maintain discipline, safety, and leadership standards. Recruits are undergoing training in first aid, military structure, drills, leadership, and team building, all aimed at developing responsible, resilient, and capable young people. The Corps assures that all activities are closely supervised, with the safety and well-being of participants remaining on top priority. Minister for Tourism, Dennis Charles Pemberton, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to protecting Dominica's environment while advancing sustainable development. In a statement addressing matters related to the Stonefield Quarry, the minister emphasized that Dominica's identity as the nature island of the Caribbean remains central to all development decisions. She noted that the government continues to prioritize responsible practices that balance economic progress with environmental preservation. The statement underscores a renewed commitment to ensuring that development initiatives align with the country's environmental values and long-term sustainable goals.
As Minister for Tourism, I wish to provide clarity on matters relating to the proposed quarry operation at Stonefield Concord, particularly in light of recent public commentary. Let me take this opportunity to strongly refute the claims suggesting that copper mining activities are currently underway at the site or that any such activities are planned. These claims are false and misleading, and they risk creating unnecessary concern among the public. At no time has unauthorized or covert mining been sanctioned or conducted at this location. None. The relevant authorities remain vigilant and continue to enforce all regulatory requirements to ensure that all development activities are lawful and properly managed.
And to wrap up the local news segment, another big winner in the Blast Mystery Progressive, as Shervin Williams walked away with over $158,000. The winning ticket was bought at Macmillan's Gaming in Castle Comfort. Let's hear from the owner of Macmillan's.
There's always a possibility to make big money, so you have to make yourself available. Understand? It's talk about consistency. You have to be consistent. And the man of the moment, Mr. Jolly, I'd like to congratulate him because he has been consistent, and the message is you always have to try to engage a machine because there's a possibility. You know all about the place, you show up, it's a place that you can win big money. Thank you very much.
Brand manager at the Dominican National Lottery had this to say.
April has started with a bang, and on the 1st of April we had our very first winner, $158,690.40, which was won right here at Macmillan Services on a bet of $8.75, which is the max bet on the game 7 lucky lines. Then again on April 2nd, back to back, we had another winner which won $114,389.65 at our entertainment center. We will be doing another presentation for that specific winner. Since the introduction of Blast Mystery Progressive, we have had an impressive 17 winners and a total payout exceeding $5 million. In fact, we have paid out $5,273,231 in BMP jackpots.
And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next. All right, now let's take a look at regional news. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Eastern Caribbean Robotics and Innovation Association, ECRIA, to advance innovation and digital transformation across the region. The agreement signed on February 26, 2026 in Bastia, St. Kitts and Nevis was formalized by OECS Director General Dr. Didacus Jules and ECRIA Chairman and Founder, His Excellency Dr. Ricardo Neal. The partnership will focus on strengthening STEAM education, robotics, coding, entrepreneurship, youth empowerment, and institutional capacity development across member states. It also aligns with the OECS Commission's strategic priorities, particularly efforts to reinvent the regional economy and promote greater equity and inclusion for youth, women, and undeserved communities. While the MOU is non-binding, it reflects a shared commitment to collaborate on initiatives that support innovation as a key driver of economic growth and sustainable development. The move is expected to pave the way for future projects aimed at building a more competitive, connected, and future-ready Eastern Caribbean. And finally, in regional news, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has taken a historic step by formally recognizing Rastafarianism as a faith-based religion. Prime Minister Terence Drew said the decision ensures Rastafarians can now benefit from the same constitutional protections as other religious groups within the Federation. He noted that for years, members of the Rastafarian community have called for recognition, respect, and equal treatment, often feeling marginalized in society. According to the Prime Minister, this move represents a significant step toward fairness and justice, reinforcing the government's commitment to building a more inclusive society. The decision is being viewed as a milestone in advancing equality, ensuring that all citizens, regardless of belief, are respected and protected under the law. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news coming up next.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Thank you for sticking with us. Here's a look at international news. US President Donald Trump has issued a stark warning as his self-imposed Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern deadline on Iran approaches. Trump said, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight if no deal is reached to reopen the Strait of Hormuz." In military developments, strikes were reported near a key hub used for the majority of the country's oil exports. U.S. officials say the targets were military assets and oil facilities were not hit. Meanwhile, tensions remain high as the Israel Defense Forces issued a warning affected rail travel in Iran. Railway activity in one city has been suspended after citizens were advised not to use trains. The warning was shared on the social media platform X, which remains blocked in Iran, along with much of the Western Internet. And finally, in international news, 3 people have been killed and 2 police officers injured following a gunfire incident near the Israeli consulate in Istanbul. Authorities say 3 attackers opened fire in the busy Besiktas district on Tuesday before being shot dead by police. The consulate is located inside a commercial building in a densely populated area with thousands of workers. Eyewitnesses report that the gunman arrived by car and began shooting, prompting security forces to return fire. Video from the scene shows officers taking cover as gunshots rang out. Turkish officials say the suspects have been identified. They reportedly traveled from the city of Izmit in a rental car, with one believed to have links to an extremist group and another having a prior criminal record. Officials have described the incident as a provocative act and an investigation is now underway. No Israeli diplomats were present at the consulate at the time. Analysts say the attack comes amid heightened regional tensions and may have been intended to destabilize Turkey or draw it into the wider conflict. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment coming up next.
Don't forget, today we have funeral, we have functions. Make sure you're on time.
Always on time, eh?
You're always on time. Make sure. All right. Papa Met, look, I just received a message from National Bank asking me to regain access to my account. Look at message that your account has been placed on hold due to an unusual activity. Let me click that link.
How many times NBD has to say that they will never ever send links via text message to regain access to account or to restore account or to do anything with account?
So National Bank that sent it, I believe it. I just click in.
Emo, if you are not sure, it's better if you call National Bank at 255-2300 or email them at customersupport@nbd.dm.
Papa Met, little again I lose all the little money I save up from my account.
And you'd find money to pay me.
Yeah, I tell you, I almost click link and almost lose my money. You're talking about I hope I have money to pay you. Let's go, eh?
All I know is don't click any link. Call NBD instead.
Yeah, let us go our business.
Welcome to the sports segment. Excitement filled the atmosphere at the Goodwill Primary School as the highly anticipated Domino Finals came to an electrifying close. When the dust settled, Brigadier Stars emerged as champions, delivering an outstanding performance to capture the top prize of $5,000, proudly sponsored by the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union. Finishing in second place was Eclipse, who walked away with $2,000, while One Love secured third place, earning $1,000. The competition showcased skill, strategy, and community spirit, drawing strong support from spectators. Congratulations to Brigadier Stars. And with some exciting news, Addison James has secured gold in the under-20 javelin throw at the 2026 Carifta Games in Grenada, delivering an impressive throw of 63.73 meters. The government of Dominica has extended its warmest congratulations to the young athlete on his outstanding achievement at the 53rd staging of the regional championships. This victory marks back-to-back gold medal performances for James, having also claimed the top spot in 2025, further cementing his dominance in the event. Officials say his success reflects exceptional talent, discipline, and determination to excel. His continued dedication to the sport stands as a testament to his strong character and persistence. The Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, along with the government of Dominica, has applauded the achievement, describing it as a proud moment for the nation. James' performance is being hailed as an inspiration to young athletes across Dominica, with best wishes extended for his continued success in the years ahead. And it was a thrilling showcase of the Carifta Games in Grenada from April 4 to 6, 2026, welcoming top young athletes from across the Caribbean for one of the region's premier track and field events. The games brought together competitors in various disciplines, showcasing exceptional talent, determination, and sportsmanship of 3 days of competition. Athletes from across the region delivered strong performances, with several standout moments on both track and field, further highlighting the depth of emerging Caribbean talent. Grenada, now hosting for the second time in recent years, successfully provided a vibrant and energetic atmosphere, with supporters turning out in large numbers to cheer on their teams. Officials praised the high level of organization and the spirit of unity displayed throughout the games, noting its importance in fostering regional development in athletics. The 2026 Caribbean Games once again reinforced its role as a key platform for nurturing future Caribbean stars and strengthening regional camaraderie throughout the sport. And finally, in the sports segment, the Automotive Alliance successfully hosted its highly anticipated Line 'em Up event at the Kinfield Airport on April 4th and 5th, 2026, drawing motorsport enthusiasts and families from across Dominica. The two-day event kicked off on Saturday with a test and tune session, allowing drivers to fine-tune their vehicles ahead of the main competition. On Sunday, the excitement intensified with heads-up a quarter-mile racing, a vibrant car show, and the much-anticipated Song of Championship, showcasing some of the island's loudest and most powerful audio systems. Patrons were also treated to a family-friendly atmosphere with a kids zone, music, and a wide selection of food and entertainment throughout the weekend. The event brought together car lovers and thrill seekers in a celebration of speed, sound, and automotive culture, solidifying Line 'em Up as one of the island's standout motorsports showcases. And that's all for the sports segment. Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next. And now for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service. A high-pressure system continues to dominate our conditions. Expect some cloudy skies with a few passing showers, along with occasionally breezy winds. In marine conditions, seas are moderate. Along the east coast, wave heights are near 8 feet, gradually decreasing to around 7 feet. The west coast is experiencing seas near 5 feet. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to exercise caution. And that's all from the Dominica Met Service. And as always, stay informed and stay safe. And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 7th of April, 2026. I'm the presenter, Rick Francis. And on behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This is Emo Nightly News, every moment online. Good night.